Hello everybody, my name is Anthony Guatero, and this is a complete opposite video that I used to do, because remember I do gaming videos, but this one is completely different. And yes, if you guys are going to be asking yourself, did you made this image of the Michael Jackson escape? Yes, I actually did made this picture. I actually made it, and it may not be the best that you're looking for, but I made the image of Michael Jackson, him in the picture. I made it more wider, like I used this on Photoshop, by the way. And yeah, that's it. And this is a video which is called ranking least to favorite to most favorite tracks of Michael Jackson's Escape album. And let me tell you guys and girls about this album. I have liked it and have don't like this album because this album came out after his death, a little bit like almost like a follow up to the Michael album. Not really, I don't think so. But yeah, but this, because me, I personally, if you guys and girls gonna hate me, I don't care if you're hating on me, but I go with the original versions of the songs. I don't care what you say, saying like, oh, I'd rather go with the rework of what Sony did. I don't care what you're saying. Put it all down in the comments if you're hating. But me personally, I prefer the original versions of the songs that he recorded, and I know they are not finished songs, but I like them. So I get a chance to listen to the whole songs, the whole entire songs from the album, and there's only eight. Well, there's actually more than that. But anyway, of how the idea that I got was from a channel, History in the Mix. I would like to shout out to History in the Mix, and he is a really good YouTuber who talks about my favorite singer of all times, the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. And not only he talks about that, he also talks about the Beatles. Man, I love just to let you guys and girls know that I'm also the Beatles and a Michael Jackson fan. And yes, if you're gonna be asking me about the Paul McCartney's new album, Egypt Station, yes, I've listened to the song and the album, and it's a really good song. And it's crazy that this is like by far the number one, like the song, like or the album made it to number one on the Billboard 200. And it's been a while since he got that, and we should like give it a round of applause for that. Yep, that's awesome, isn't it? But a little bit off topic. And so yeah, I'm ranking this to least favorite to most favorite tracks from the Escape albums. And this is not gonna this is not gonna show up as the rework itself. I'm just gonna go with the original tracks. Feel free if you don't like the original versions that you can just not watch it if you don't like the original versions. But anyway, let's start off with the countdown with least favorite to the most favorite. And by the way, what I'm saying about the least favorite to the most favorite, I'm not saying I hate this song. I say my least favorite. That means that I still like the song, but it's my least favorite, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I hate the song, just because you're going to be asking yourself, do you really hate them? No, I do not hate them. I rank them the least favorite, and that means that I do not like, that means that I like them. It's my least favorite. And yes, and yeah, I repeat myself so many times, but I made this image of Michael Jackson Escape, and yeah, let's get on with the countdown. Number 8.
I met her on my way to Chicago, where she was all alone.
Okay, but I love the that I have like the album and have don't, because the original and the rework itself songs. But this one, it's my least favorite. But when I hear it the first time, I thought it was kind of like a boring song. But however, I listened to it a couple of times and I liked it a lot more. And fun fact about this song, Chicago song, that this was originally recorded in 1999 during the Invisible in sessions, but it stinks that it didn't make it to that album. It would have been great if it made it to that album. But yeah, not really much to say about the song. Oh yeah, another fun fact that I also found out that, because like the song is called Chicago, right? Fun fact that I also didn't know that it was actually originally supposed to be called She Was Loving Me, which I didn't even know that. But and this is my least favorite track, and don't get angry at me. I like it. I like it. It's just my least favorite. But number 7. Do you know where your children are? It's a really good song. It has like an 80s nostalgia. And it was definitely it was recorded in 1987 and 1999 through 1991 during the bad and dangerous sessions. And yes, the song is mostly about like when the father is trying to find out what's going on and the mother is telling him about the kids that are missing and they're gone. And a lot of crazy stuff that's happening in the song. It's so great. And I like the song. I like the original versions of the Escape songs. And this is the first video. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to remind you guys, girls, that this is my first video I've ever done ranking the least favorite tracks to the most favorite tracks. This is my first video ever doing it. I don't know if I should do more of that because it's so hard to rank the least favorite to the most favorite. It's kind of hard, isn't it? Because you love all the Michael Jackson songs and it's hard for you to rank it. It's kind of hard, isn't it? But anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Chicago song. It's that song is mostly the song is mostly talking about the song. It's about where Michael Jackson went to Chicago and met like he met a girl in Chicago, and he was surprised that she was into him, and she was lying to him, and about the code because she was loving him. I don't know. That's kind of the best part to put it. I don't know. Number 6, A Place with No Name, a cover of America version of America, A Horse with No Name. You guys and girls did not know that this was actually a cover of America, A Horse with No Name, the original song, but this is the song called A Place with No Name. It's like Michael Jackson made a little bit of his own work and not copied the title, but it's just because like the original is A Horse with No Name, and Michael Jackson's A Place with No Name, and it's a good song. I love how the beginning starts off with the guitar rhythm just like in the original. I love it because I mean I sort of listened to the rework and it does not sound nothing like Michael Jackson had ever done. I mean it's Sony. They always trying to make us Michael Jackson fans angry at them. And yes, they always make money. You know like me? I don't know. And in the America, like the managers of both Michael Jackson and America, they were actually proud and happy that Michael Jackson sampled the covered, and America says that I hope that Michael Jackson fans get a chance to hear this covered, and that's a good thing that America loves the Michael Jackson version of A Place with No Name. I love their reaction to it. Number 5, Loving You is a really good flow. I love this song. This has such a good flow into the song. I love how the beginning, the way it starts, sounds so beautiful, and I love it a lot. And excuse me. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. You know that you remember I said A Place with No Name? I forgot to mention this song was also it was recorded in 1998 during the Invisible sessions. Still failed to make it in that album. Darn, cause like oh yeah, I forgot. I just keep forgetting stuff. But like this is Sony's second album, like regarding to Michael Jackson after his death. And yeah, because if you guys are gonna be asking yourself like what is my opinion on Michael album, I do not like it at all. I mean, I know it's a Michael Jackson album. I know it's just the way the way they treat Michael. Like even the album Michael came out a year after his death. The way they treat him just not good. I just don't know why. But yeah, but off track here. But Loving You song, I love how it's got that flow at the beginning. I love how it just sounds so beautiful. I love it. And this song was recorded during the night. Well, actually, it was recorded in 1985 through 1987 during the Bad sessions. But I love the song and I love the lyrics of what Michael is saying. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And number 4, Blue Gangster. It's such a good song, and And this was one of the follow-ups to Smooth Criminal. I could not imagine if he made a short film of Blue Gangster. Like if he had like an outfit, like he had a blue clothes and make him look like gangster. That would be crazy. That would be so funny and cool if he made a short film. Well, I mean, even though if he was alive, I know he would mostly make the short films from the Escape album. I know he would. He would make more short films. But yeah, but I love the song and I love the lyrics to the song. And yeah, this song was recorded in the recorded 1998 through 2001 during the Invisible sessions. Number 3, Love Never Feels So Good. The first time I've ever heard that was from Justin Timberlake's version, and to my opinion, when I first heard it, I thought it was pretty good. But when I found out that there was the original version, I kind of didn't. I disliked Justin Timberlake's version, and I have much respect on Justin Timberlake because he's one of my favorite singers of all times. Like, how can you not love this guy? But I love Justin Timberlake, but I just didn't know he was in the rework of. Well, I mean, actually sort of knew he was in it because when I first heard the song, it was Justin Timberlake, but I actually like my opinion. I just I didn't like I like Justin Timberlake a little bit. It's just I prefer the original versions. And this song was recorded in 1983 in the Thriller era. Wow, surprise, right? That's crazy. I didn't even know. I don't know. It was nuts because when I first found out that it was recorded in the Thriller era, and I was like, what? That would have been crazy if he released it in the Thriller era or Thriller album. That would have made his like album way more off the charts. I mean, that because like I mean, a lot of people love Thriller album. How can you not love Thriller album, huh? but But yeah, if you don't like the Thriller album and you don't know what and you don't like Michael Jackson, that's all. I don't know. But I if you guys are gonna be asking me about like, did you heard about the Eagles about like where what was I gonna say? Yeah, when the Eagles beat Michael Jackson's Thriller album by the highest selling record on the planet. Well, I mean, I don't know, but when I first heard it, I was like, what? You gotta be joking, right? I mean, I like the Eagles. I love their songs and all that. But for me personally, I don't think the Eagles are not even close to be better than Michael Jackson, in my opinion. I love the Eagles' Hotel California, Hotel California song. I love the song, and I'm not an Eagles fan, by the way. I'm not an Eagles fan. I might plan on listening to the Eagles a little bit more and see what made them so special and all. But anyway, off topic. Yes, I love the song "Love Will Never Feel So Good." I just love how this original version. I like how it's got that the snapping the fingers in the background, almost like an old school, like in '70s or like in the late '70s style. I love it, and I love how there's a piano playing it. I love it. It's such a good like original version for this song. Okay, number 2, "Slave to the Rhythm," and don't even bother to start talking about that the hologram award. Like, don't even get me started on that one, because I hated that one so much. But not the song. I love the song. I love the original "Slave to the Rhythm" song, and this was recorded 1989 through 1991 during both the Dangerous sections. And yeah, because like when I first heard this song, also I when I first heard this song, I also thought it was the original version, but I was wrong. But yeah, because the first time I ever heard it was on the rework, and I didn't get a chance to listen to the original version, but I did, and I love it a lot more than the rework. But yeah, I love the song, and I love the lyrics and the beats, like almost like so good. I just love it. And number 1. "XSCAPE," by far my favorite song of the whole entire album. I love it a lot. I love it so much. The Escape song is one of my favorites. The song is mostly because like Could you imagine if they made a short film of Escape song? Could you imagine if Michael made a short film of that song? That would have been so awesome. That would have been like one of the best music or best short films he ever made in the 2000s. You know, that'd been cool. And oh my god, I love this song so much. And this was recorded 1999 through 2000 and late 2001 during the Invisible sessions. And yes, this song was delayed. This song was recording in a while now, and I love the song. I don't think the first time I listened to it, I didn't listen to the rework the first time. I listened to the original version the first time. I didn't listen to the rework because I couldn't afford how bad it would have sound like the rework of how Sony managed it to do that. But all of above, like my personal opinion about this Escape album, I half like it and half don't because me, I personally stick with the original version, original tracks, and not the rework of how Sony is all about money making people. You know, they don't care about us Moonwalkers fans. They just care about the money, and I just don't like them at all. Like, ugh. And yes, the Escape song is mostly talking about when Michael Jackson was out, because like you could hear like in the background when you're listening to the original version, you can hear something is going on. And can you imagine if he made a short film and then you'll know what's going on? That would be crazy. Cause like it's mostly Michael Jackson trying to escape, gotta get away from the system, losing the world today. No, I was kidding. I was actually reading the lyrics. Sorry, but I love this song. It's one of my favorites from the album, and it's so good. I just can't get over the fact of how good this song is. I just when I first when I keep I because mostly me I keep listening to the original tracks from the the Escape song, like the album. I keep dancing to it. Every time I hear the Escape song. I just dance to it. I just love it so much. And oh man, if Michael Jackson was alive still, I feel like if he was alive, I know he will mostly make more short films like, from the Escape album. I know he will make Escape like the short film or either of those short films that he will make from the Escape, album. I mean, I don't think Escape would have exist if Michael Jackson was alive. You know what I mean? But me personally, I kind of like this album. It's just me. I just stick with the original versions, and I just don't like the rework itself of how Sony tried to manage it. If you don't like the rework, then if you don't like the original versions and you stick with the rework, then that's what's called loving the music beats and not listening to the lyrics. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is an okay album. It's just I just like here's my problem with this album. Like I'm sorry for causing so much problem with this album, but I love this song. The album, half like it. It's just if Sony didn't rework the songs and let the original tracks leave them alone, like the original versions, maybe it would have deserved maybe it would have gotten better. Like without Sony reworking itself. And yes, I know the original versions is the unfinished songs that Michael didn't get a chance to finish before his death. Sorry, rest in peace, Michael Jackson. Sorry for his loss. Darn, I'm such a big Moonwalker fan. But yeah, this is the very first video, my very first video of ranking it least favorite to most favorite track from the Escape album, and I don't know, cause I got that idea, cause when I was checking out History in the Mix channel, I decided to do it, and I just feel like, cause I know guys and girls out there don't know that cause I do post sometimes of videos that regard to Michael Jackson. I do that sometimes, but now mostly cause me I do gaming videos, stuff like that, and yeah, I have loved the album, have don't. It's just mostly because of the rework. I'm sorry for repeating myself so many times. I don't know why I might keep repeating myself so many times. But summary and in conclusion, it's an okay album. I didn't like it. I don't think it's the best he ever made. I don't think it's the best or not the worst. Because there are other bad stuff that they're trying to tribute to Michael Jackson. There are other bad, people out there that's trying to tribute to Michael Jackson in a horrible way. And I'm not talking about you guys and girls fans of, Michael Jackson or anyone. I'm just saying some people are crazy at what they're trying to do. gotta be careful what you're trying to attribute to one of your favorite singers, because then they're not gonna really like you of what you do. You gotta be careful, people, what you do, because one day you will never turn back. But if you guys enjoy, and guys and girls enjoyed the video of my very first video of ranking it least favorite to the most favorite, and yes, when I say least favorite, that doesn't mean I hate the song from the album. That doesn't mean I hate it. It means I love it. I love it. It's just my least favorite of the album. And the most favorite, it means I like it a lot. But the least favorite, it means that I like it. It's just not my favorite, you know. So don't get angry when I say least favorite. It means I love it a lot. Remember that, because that when I say least favorites, that doesn't mean I hate it. It means I still love it. It's just not my favorite, you know. But if you guys enjoyed my very first, video of ranking at least to the most favorite, songs from the album, one of my my least favorite songs from the album and my most favorite song album. Ah, God, I'm so tongue tied so much. I don't know what I'm saying. But if you guys enjoyed it, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and the social medias are in the description down below, and I will see you in the next video. God, that was such a, I don't know. This is my first time doing this video, and I am just gonna sound so much cringy when I upload this video. I am gonna sound so cringy. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, or if you guys enjoyed it, all that stuff at the outro, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.